Uppy here. I'm sitting with Mathas. Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. How's your morning been?
Splendid.
Splendid.
Very pleasant.
What'd you do? Have some breakfast?
Woke up, went and got a coffee, had a pastry.
Very nice.
Which I don't do very often, and it was very nice.
Very nice and relaxing.
Yeah, we're staying at the Billabong Gardens Backpackers, which is an absolute delight.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's actually pretty cool. It's just Backpackers. It's a dorm room.
Look, you're currently on the road with your new single, Bravo Troll. I had a listen this morning. It was really cool. It sounded like a gamer soundtrack, kind of.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I guess troll link there.
Yeah, like you're being chased by the boss or something.
Yeah.
That wasn't intentional, but I've had a few people say that.
Yeah, it does sound like that. So how's the tour been so far? You played Wide Open Space Fest the other day, and you said the Sydney show was last night as well. How's it all been?
It's been amazing. I mean, the Northern Territory show was really cool. It's in the middle of the McDonnell Ranges. It's about an hour and a bit out of Alice Springs. There's no phone reception.
Wow.
It was basically like just really kind of interesting creative characters and hippies and Indige crew. And
cool.
So, but the best part about that festival was that on the Sunday, for about 2 hours, they shut the music down and everyone goes and watches the sunset together on the
That is
Rocky Peak.
sick.
It's amazing. Yeah, it was really fun.
And everyone just, like, they're into it? Like, no one's like, oh, that's lame.
Everybody does it.
That's so
There might have
cool.
been a couple that didn't want to scale the rocks or something, scared of heights or something, but pretty much just like 1,500 people.
That's very unique. That's really cool.
And it's the first time that I've toured with a band, so I've got like a full band, and we've done 2 shows now. This is actually the first 2 shows we've ever done together as well.
That's sick.
So it's like really just throwing ourselves in the deep end.
Yep.
But last night was awesome. It was awesome.
Good.
Had like a good turnout of like, yeah.
Was it Newtown
great
Social
vibe.
or?
Newtown Social.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And the sound engineer's amazing.
Yeah.
That guy rules. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's a tiny little room, so it's nice and intimate.
Feels it.
Now, what inspired you to write a song like Bravo Troll? It's about kind of linked to Three Billy Goats Gruff, that old fairy tale.
Yeah.
And more importantly, online bullying, I guess, as well, I guess.
Yeah. I think it was just, not so much myself, but watching a lot of my friends having to deal with it on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Like a lot of my friends who, have found some sort of level of, internet fame or, or just, women in general, like every woman I know.
Yep.
Dealing with it a lot more than me. So I haven't really copped it very much, at least yet. But I just started thinking about the link between that and where the name probably came from. And I don't really know the origin of the word troll from.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it relates to some kind of meme or something.
Yeah.
Just the troll for Billy Goats Gruff will kind of hide under the bridge and stop the goats from crossing to the greener grass.
Yeah.
Or, try and sort of hold them. And I just wonder if that's sort of, kind of still translates to the modern troll.
I guess it does. They just want to tear people down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's a good little analogy.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool story, that story, actually. If you go back and read it.
Yeah, and
Cool
when
little
you
nursery
read as a
for-
kid, you're like, oh yeah, goats are, a troll. Like, you don't think much of it, but it
Realise
does have
what
a good motto.
The
Yeah.
moral is,
Yeah. And what else can we expect from your upcoming EP? Do you like talking deeper issues with kind of like a lighter medium like a fairy tale, or is that a one-off?
That's kind of a one-off. I mean, my last album, I talked about a lot of stuff that was, there's a lot of probably pretty dark content in it. I always try and have some kind of positive slant to it. I kind of like subtlety in code, so it's not really that obvious.
Don't want to be preachy or anything?
Yeah. But, I mean, Bravo Troll sounds quite serious, but it's supposed to be sort of like fun and upbeat to a degree. It's about the best I can do with that kind of deal. But the rest of this release, I think it will be a little bit more upbeat. And there will hopefully be like a couple of happy songs on there, I reckon.
Cool.
Yeah. 'Cause,
More, I was going to say more emoji use. I noticed you're using like the clapping emoji.
that'll probably be the only emoji I ever use, Christina. But the clapping emoji's in there because on the Bravo Troll cover, I did like a little emoji of a troll. And
Yeah.
I just sort of replicated the one of the hands clapping, and it sort of repeated in a pattern.
Yeah.
So it kind of just became almost like the symbol for the
Yeah,
tour,
awesome.
I guess. Because it's sort of like you're taking a piss,
Yeah, and you like clap back
like
to the
golf clapping
haters.
someone.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. And hey, today is Friday the 13th, very spooky, even though the sun's nice and blue and non-spooky. I thought I'd ask you
It's
a few...
spookily nice outside.
It's spookily. Love the way you spin things. So I thought I'd ask you a couple of, horror, spooky themed questions. Firstly, let's get right deep into it. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, to a degree.
Okay.
So I know lots of people who've seen ghosts and really believe that they've seen ghosts. I never have, I don't think. But I kind of don't think it's necessarily something that isn't sort of possible to explain by science. If you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, like, human science has only sort of stretched so far. But I think, I don't know, I wonder if it's got something to do with kind of almost like a muscle memory thing.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
But I don't know. But I think ghosts are actually kind of real, because, like, it's sort of, you know, generally, like, if your perception of the Earth, the perception of what you've got around you is sort of, you know, a construct of your mind anyway, then possibly a ghost is real too.
If it's real to you, I guess.
I don't know.
No, that's fair.
That's a good question, though. It's a good question.
Thank you. Thought I'd jump straight
Probably
into
have to
it.
think about that one more and re-answer it.
I'll call you up in about a month and get your take on it then.
Couldn't give you a straight answer, could I?
Have you experienced anything scary or unexplainable?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I often get scared.
Yeah?
You know, like, sometimes you have one of those nights where you're particularly susceptible to sounds and stuff in your house, or
Fucking run back from the toilet. I do that all the time.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes you wonder what that is, I guess. And I mean, if you're a person who's sort of spiritual minded, you might think it was something to do with spirits.
Yeah.
I don't discredit that or cross that out.
Yeah.
Just kind of wonder what it is inside me that's making that happen. So yeah, I've been scared.
Yeah.
I can't think of any particular.
No, that's
I remember this
good.
one time I was playing a video game really late, and I
Yeah.
don't play video games very often. It's called Silent Hill, and it scared the shit out of me.
And there's another one, Dark Souls or something. Isn't that super scary?
Yeah, there's a few games that are pretty
Yeah,
It's
you
one
don't
called
wanna
Dead
watch
Space as well. They're freakish.
Yeah.
They're scarier than movies because you're in it. You know, you're involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, shit, what could be in my room?
Yeah.
Do you like horror films, and what film has stuck with you or freaked you out so much you kind of...
I used to love horror films.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with horror films. So for the first, many years of my life, I worked in 2 video stores at the same time, and so I used to just watch films constantly, and I was really into horror. But I kind of liked goofy horror, I guess. There's a movie called Brain Dead by Peter Jackson, who later on did the Lord of the Rings trilogy and stuff. Yeah, but back in his original heyday of doing sort of puppetry and stuff, that one was classic.
Yeah.
It was just an absolute gore fest.
Nice.
That would be a classic for me.
That's
Scariest films would be Stephen King's It when I was a kid. That actually messed with me and made it like really difficult for me to have a shower and stuff.
God.
So I thought he was going to come out of the plug hole.
Ugh.
And another one was the movie The Descent. That one scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, The Exorcist has always fucked me up.
Awesome, especially the walking backwards down the stairs.
No, it's not that. It's that like split-second flash of the devil's face, and even though it's a split second, like it does the job, and you just keep seeing it.
Yeah, that actually links me to something that was really scary. When I was a little kid, I had like 2 sort of fits. And I've never had them since. They're about 16 months apart, and that was really freaky because like that felt like that kind of thing.
Oh wow!
Like things were flashing at me.
Oh shit!
Like my eyes were flipping over like the V-hole on a television.
God.
Yeah. But I've never had it since. Anyways. So
Wow.
yeah, that was unexplained and scary.
No,
I suppose
that's
it was just a bit of epilepsy or something. I don't know.
But you'd have it since if it was.
Yeah, I know, exactly, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Wow. Do you celebrate Halloween, and what was the last thing you dressed up as?
Yes, I celebrate Halloween. Last thing I dressed up as was a Industrial Dawn theme party that we had in my family's restaurant.
Wow.
And I dressed up as like Cheech Martin's character. So I had like a sort of a beard. I didn't quite look like him, but I looked like a really scary Mexican biker. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much, Mathas, for stopping by.
Thanks for having
Have
me.
an awesome rest of your tour, and stay... I was going to say stay safe, but it sounds weird, but like, stay away from ghosts and ghouls tonight.
Thank you.
Good.
You too.
Thanks.
Stay safe.
Bye.